I also have highlighted the failure of our political parties, where I believe that both the Liberal and Labour parties have failed us. A few elements in both the parties are reasonably okay. There's still one or two elements here and there, but for the large part, both these political parties have taken us back to the totalitarian dark ages. So we need either these parties need to wake up, or we might need a new party. And I think I've been talking about a new party as well to young people. Wherever I go, I say, guys, you've got to come out and take a stand, because otherwise these guys seem to have gone, they've gone mad. What do you do when someone's gone mad? You can't. So the equilibrium is that these are the two parties, but if there is a threat outside, then we can potentially change this equilibrium. So I really don't know that anybody's got because from my feedback that I've got so far, it's extraordinarily lukewarm. The youth simply aren't bothered. They don't care. They don't understand. What we need is either a serious party, which would be really good. There's a couple of other parties that have contacted me by email. I've been saying, hey guys, we've got about 35, 40 small parties in Australia, all trying little things. You come together, or basically it's not going to happen. Nothing's going to happen, right? So I'm very much close to the Liberal Democrats of Australia in terms of my ideological stance, let's say. But they don't seem to have a bigger vision either for Australia. So essentially, I think we're basically hanging out here, waiting for the people to wake up. So the best way to wake up would really be the cheapest way, would be for the Liberal parties and the Labour Party to wake up. The party members.
The party itself.
Where we don't have to really go and recreate, start the new wheel and so on. One of the reasons with these other parties, small parties, is they're quite extremist in certain things. They're generally one-issue parties. They really don't have, they're not centrist. As an economist who has been advising both Labour and Liberal, I actually see them both pretty much the same in their approach, and they're very centrist. Both of them have certain little, problems, but they don't deviate too much from the center. In a good democracy, it's actually the center that has to govern, and the center therefore is where we need a new party to come in, which means, right? So first of all, get unscared, and then of course the people who can, like the people who've lost their businesses and so on, hey guys, you got nothing to lose. Those are the people who create the revolution. Come in and start a little movement. Political movement. Do not waste time in giving talks and lectures which are not focused. So I think the first thing is, I'm not left my job to simply protest. I've left the job to change the situation. This is what my interview on Channel 7, which was canned, said. I said it very clearly. I have not left my job just to come and tell you this is bad. Sure. I've come to change the situation. I will not tolerate it. I do not tolerate anyone trampling on me. Do not touch me. Do not put your stupid mask on my face when I'm walking outside. I'll put it when I want to do it, when I'm persuaded about it. I have the birthright. It is all protected under international law. No compulsion on medical issues. You cannot compel anyone to wear a mask. These illegal orders, which are trampling on my fundamental existence, I will not let you do this. Okay? And that's why I'm asking people to first wake up, and then to recognize that they actually are not the servants and the chicken that these guys want them to be. They are not the chicken of Scott Morrison, who can be locked up inside a chicken coop, which is Australia, or a chicken coop of Dan Andrews, saying you stay inside house for 23 hours and up to 5 kilometers and all. We're not. If you are, then by all means carry on. I have nothing to do about Australia. I think then it's a gone case anyway. But if there are people out here who really recognize themselves as humans, now I'm saying don't leave your job in the government. Please, the government needs people. The good people in the government, they're required, they should continue. In fact, I know a lot of economists who've been advising against these things. The fact that Dan Andrews doesn't listen doesn't mean that people in the government are bad, okay? I'm again and again insisting, do not leave your jobs. What I want is the best talent to stay where they are in the government, but we do want the people who've been affected. Who are the affected people? The small businesses. They need to wake up first, and then they need to organize politically. Just have a political party with 40,000 people. These guys will get shit scared. The word I shouldn't be using, but that's what's going to happen. They're going to really, really realize that the time is up. Either they change, or we will change them. I think there's no choice, because if you let them continue, like this guy saying, the whole of 2021, Australia will remain locked. Daniel Andrews sitting with this thing, I'm going to shut my border, I'm going to shut this, I'm going to shut that, I'm going to lock down this. He's just trigger happy. He just wants to shut everything down. And Brett Sutton, the liar in chief, has not stopped causing hysteria, even when the data are very clear. Anyone can check the data themselves. So when we have this massive disinformation and misinformation, which I call the totalitarian misinformation, they bought in the Jinping hysteria. They're hysterical, but they're lying. And I think the people need to first stop the hysteria, look at the facts, and then wake up and tell the police, sorry, your lies, the time to lie is over. And if you don't listen, I'm going to Sanjeev. I am going to organize the entire Australia against these guys. I'm not sitting here just because I've got nothing to lose. None of us have anything to lose but our own freedoms. If we allow our freedoms to be lost, then who is to blame, Sam? Tell me that. Who is to be blamed at the end of the day when people allow their freedoms to be trampled on?